Hello, everybody. It's Dana Sullivan, the Stampin' Chick, for another Think Tank Thursday. And as you can see, wait, this way, I have my beautiful friend Alisa Tilsner here with me today to do another Think Tank Thursday with us. Welcome, Alisa. How are you, darling?
Thank you. I am so excited. I've got some things meshing in my brain already, and I hope that I'm guided the way that my brain is thinking.
Good. We shall see, darling. We shall see.
It's like, hang on a minute, I wanted to go the other way, but everybody's saying to go this way, so I have to go this way.
Yes. It's like it's really exciting, but then it's also kind of scary at the same time, isn't it?
Yep, certainly is. It's always fun, always fun.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, guys. So I see that folks are coming in. Thank you all so much for being here with us this evening and this morning if you're coming from Miss Elisa's pages. We're so happy to have you guys here with us. And if you've never been to a Think Tank Thursday before, let me give you just a quick little rundown of how it works. It's a lot of fun, but it's totally different, right, than any other like Facebook Live or YouTube Live. This live is all about us collectively, right? So we are all going to design our projects together, which is really exciting. And as Alisa and I were saying, really exciting and a little bit scary at the same time because we don't actually have the full design laid out. We just have a basic idea in our head. And you guys are going to help us design our projects throughout the course of our life, which is amazing. It's so much fun.
Like
yeah. That's right.
And majority rules, and we always need a tiebreaker. So
that's right. Yes. Yes. So here's how it's going to work, folks. As we're going along, we're going to give you guys kind of a this or that option. And you're going to type in the comments or in the chat which choice you want. Okay. And then, as Alisa said, it'll be majority rules. And, the quicker we get answers, the quicker our projects will go along. Okay. So if everybody is ready to get started, get your hands on your phones or your fingers on your keyboards. Yep. And let's get ready to do our Think Tank Thursday. Okay. Yay. All right. Now, as you can see, for those of you who have been on my Think Tank Thursdays before, you can see it's already a little bit different. Not only do you have Alisa and I looking at you and seeing you eyeball to eyeball, but you're also seeing our hands at the same time. And we're going to keep it that way for the whole live, okay? Because it's just less chance of any kind of malfunctions, right?
To go astray, start fiddling with things.
Yes, exactly. So I'm going to go ahead and unfortunately you'll see my little camera up there in the corner, but that is okay. I'm going to shift just a tiny bit. And the one thing that's really cool about this is Alisa and I have chatted just a little bit, and we decided that we were going to use the linked together products, either the stamps, the dies, or we've got some really cool decorative masks that go along with this bundle as well. And this product is on the last chance list, which means that it's getting ready to retire, which is unfortunate because I love this set. It's so pretty. But it also means that it is available while supplies last. So if you see it and you love what we do with it, or you love the products and you don't have it already, you really want to run over to either my or Alisa's stores, whichever one you're coming here from, and make sure that you get it added to your cart, okay?
Yep.
All right, because last chance. Oh, sorry, darling. Go ahead.
To say one little tip is check the bundle price and then check the individual prices, because sometimes the bundle isn't discounted, but the individual pieces are.
Yes.
So always do your math beforehand, because you'll get a better deal. And if you're in Australia, you guys are coming soon, but if you're in Australia, our new Stamp and Rewards have already started as well. So you also get product credit back on your purchases.
That's right. That's right.
It soon, and it is all working smoothly, and it's fantastic.
Is it? I was just going to ask you. Okay, so give us a little hint. Is it doing well for you guys down there?
I think so. It just moved very, very easily. You do have to opt in though, okay? So when you log into your customer accounts, you will see a little pop-up box, and you do need to opt into it. That's the one thing. Otherwise, you will miss out on your Stamp and Rewards, and they can't give them to you after you've placed your order. So just remember, you need to opt in to the rewards. That's the only thing that that you need to really remember. Everything else is nice and smooth.
Got it. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for giving us that little sneak peek. Ours is going live on April 15th. So if you're in North America, the new rewards program will take shape then. But you guys have had it for what, a week now? Something like?
20th of March, we got it.
So yeah, about a week. Yeah, nice, nice. All right, so are you ready to get started, darling? Yeah, we're so excited.
I am. I'm a little bit nervous, but it's okay. I can't. Excellent.
I
Okay.
love it. All right, so Miss Alisa, would you like to kick us off, or would you like me to?
I will definitely kick off. So
All right, great.
I don't have the stamp set. I only have the stencils and the dies. I don't know why I didn't get the stamp set. I don't think I really needed it. But the other thing I want to say is this is a great standalone as well. And also the stencils are a great standalone. So you don't have to buy them as a bundle if you don't, if there's a component of it that you're not sure about. But I think that these ones are great individual little dies. And of course the stencils, I do believe is there 5 of them? We'll soon find out, won't we? Out because I've used them once and I used glue on them, and now of course they're all stuck together and they're all out of order. There we go. 2, yep, there's 5 of them. So we've got 5 different layerings that you can do with all of these. And I am going to, I didn't clean them up very well the last time I used them.
It's okay.
I'm going to start on a white card base. And I have got some colours out already because I want to keep it in the same sort of theme that I did yesterday. So my question is, I've got 3 colours. Now, when I blend them, they may not come together as nicely as one would hope, because when you blend layers, the colours will create their own colour. So my question is, just to kick us off, should I do like a 2-tone, or should I just do one colour and build up? And one colour, I think I would choose Petal Pink. I've got Petal Pink, Daffodil Delight, Calypso Coral, and Summer Splash happening. So do I do a 2-tone? Maybe that would be a better 2-tone. Or do I do a single tone? And I'll be using ink pads. I won't be using blends. I've just got these sitting next to me. So I grabbed them.
Love it.
Question.
All right, folks. So that's the first question. 2-tone or 1-tone? What are we going to do?
2-tone says.
All right. And while you're doing that, I'm going to gather some card base colors for you guys to choose from mine. So I thought that going along the lines of what products may be going away soon, I thought that we could go with the in colors that are going away. So I have a choice of, let me see here, where, disregard, keep talking, you're good. Oh, you've got 2-tones and 2-tones. Everybody's loving that.
I'm starting. Yep. I'm starting. But I think I need to stick these down, which is why I've got glue all over because these are a little bit fiddlier to use. So I've stuck my card base to my glass mat with a little bit of seal, and I'm also going to stick my mat down. And the reason why I'm not using Post-it notes for this is because the Post-it notes I've got are really bad. They'll stick on them, so I'm just using seal.
Miss Alisa, I'm going to look and see if I can't spotlight your hands while you're doing that. There we go.
Now, I need to find, now that was the other thing. Am I going to do two-tone from like ombre style, or am I going layering?
Oh, that's a good question. Okay, everybody.
So let me know, ombre or layer, two-tone layer or two-tone ombre. While I grab my, I need some blending brushes. I need to stand up and move out of the way. And I think I used to have a petal pink blending brush, but I feel like they've all merged into one color. Layering, says Brenda. Layering. Okay, I'm just going to make sure that, all right, that's good. Let me get my ink pads out so I know that I'm definitely using that, and I am definitely using Calypso Coral. So I'm going to layer. Now I'm going to do, maybe I'll just do 3 stencils, because then I can do a petal pink, a light Calypso Coral, and maybe a darker Calypso Coral. Layering. And I hope you can hear me, because a little thing just come up on my screen and said, your mic is muted. Hoping that you can all hear me. Okay, so I'm doing petal pink first, and I should perhaps put a little V up in the top corner as well. So I've just got a little marker here. Which one's the biggest? The point, I think, is the biggest. Oh, I can get it out of the package. And I'm just going to put a little V up here as well on my glass mat, just so that I can make sure that all my stencils line up. Oh, you can hear me? Excellent. Thank you. I had a little bit of audio trouble before we came in, so I've switched over from one device to the other for my audio. That's good. Okay, so I'm going to go fairly heavily on this, because I know that my Calypso Coral is going to be pretty intense as well. But I do still want to keep a nice soft card as well. And I have trouble when I ink blend that I can't do soft. I'm always very, very heavy-handed when it comes to my ink blending. So that's just a little warning. I always think, go softly, and it never. And I love the stencils, because it's like a little every time. It's like, oh.
Okay, I'm going to see if I can not maximize that again. There we go. Okay, so we're back on the 4 photos, so you can still see what Alisa's doing, but I want to ask you guys for a colorway. Like I mentioned, I'm going to use our 2325 in colors. So I am going to do either Moody Mauve Pebbled Path base layers, or Copper Clay and Boho Blue. All right, so I want you guys to comment down in the messages and let me know, am I doing Boho Blue combo, or am I doing Moody Mauve combo? All right.
Oh, and now the great thing about these is that you don't have to use them in order, and you don't have to use them all. You can go, well, I only want a partial one, or I think I'm going to skip number 2, and I think I will go straight to number 3. So lining up my little V there in the corner again, making sure everything down. No, I don't have enough sticky. I need some more. Oh, so what colours are you going for? Moody Mauve. I love some of those colours together.
I'm really sad that these ink colors are going away, honestly. I really am.
I love, like, Pebbled Path, I think, is just the nicest dark grey / brown.
Yes.
Goes beautifully with grey granite.
I agree. Okay, it looks like I have a tie, so I need a tiebreaker between Pebbled Path, Moody Mauve, or Copper Clay and Boho Blue.
Like, can I be your tiebreaker if you don't get one?
Sure.
I am, well, you know what I'm going to go with.
Oh, yes, the Moody Mauve and Pebbled Path. All right, that's good. It's a really pretty color combination, honestly. And to be totally honest, all 5 of those colors are absolutely gorgeous. But here in the US, folks, for those who are in North America, the Wild Wheat cardstock is already out of stock. It's already gone. Yeah, it's already gone.
Wow.
So much like the stamps and dies that we were talking about, if you want it, you really need to get on it, because they are absolutely, while supplies last, and when they're gone, they are gone.
And do you know the other thing, that Wild Wheat, keep it, because it goes beautiful with the new Darling Duckling.
Oh, does it really?
Very nice.
Oh, man.
Oh,
I'm telling you, it's rough. You know, it's always beautiful to see the new ink colors, and we're really excited about having new colors, but it always means that something has to leave, and that's the sad thing.
All right, I am trying to go very lightly with this next layer, because I want to make coral. I've done Petal Pink, and now this is Calypso Coral. And when I want to lighten up with my brushes, because I come right back to the end of the handle, because I can't put pressure on the brush when I'm holding it way back here.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a little tip. I mean, you can try and push really, really hard, but it just won't give you that intensity as if I was grabbing the brush head and going that way. So it's like when you brush your teeth. Now, I'm an ex-dental nurse. If you've got sore gum, brush with your right at the back here, so that you can't go harsh and give yourself witchy poo gum lines later in life.
That's a very good tip.
All right.
Okay, so I'm definitely going to be starting off with my card base 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. Now, Alisa, do you use A4 typically for your sizes?
I don't actually. I'm odd. I'm really odd. I actually cut my bases down to 4 inches by 10 inches. So my finished card size is 4 inches by 5 inches. And the reason I do that is because I do actually do a lot of things for like tutorials and stuff that are available for the US market as well. Because not only do we have different size card bases, we have different size envelopes.
Right.
And if you can translate something in layering and stuff into each other's card bases, but they won't fit in the envelope. So I make my own size up so that they fit in both envelopes. So there you go. My little weirdo thing.
That is really interesting. That's very cool. Hi, Miss Cherry. We've got a lot of folks in here. Michelle, Brenda, Sherry. I know we've already been saying hello to folks, but people keep coming in and we love that. Thank you all so much for being here. And let's see, Ida, Luann, hello, Zaina.
Did you ever get the show Romper Room? Or was that just an Australian show? It was a kids. It was.
Was it? What was it about?
Well, it was kids. The kids were on there. It was a little educational show, and the ladies on there. If I saw Michelle will know Romper Room, and she would have a magic mirror. And she would, at the end, or I think it was at the beginning, she would look through her magic mirror and she was like, and I can see Jenny and Paul and Susie and whoever. So if you
love it.
While you were watching on TV, it was like, ooh. Of course, my name was never picked.
Right.
And they would
love it.
Educational stuff, and they would do exercise, and they would do all sorts of fun things. So all those who know Romper Room must have just been an Aussie one.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, there's my base. I'm going to bring this up to the screen because now, as you know, my card base is stuck to my glass mat. So all I do is I give it a twist and it releases itself. And then what I normally do is just use my thumb and just roll that stuff off. It becomes like a where's my camera? It becomes like a little gooby a little gooby ball of
a little glue booger.
Yeah, I'll try not to be a dag, but it's also an adhesive remover, then you can just get that last little bit off there too.
Okay, friends, so while Miss Alisa is doing that, and you're seeing one way that she's using those decorative masks, I thought, oh, that's gorgeous. Look at that, everybody. Oh, it's beautiful. I'm going to use the number 5 decorative mask and just go directly over these card layer for the front. And I'm making just a decorative background. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay. Brenda says she stole on the stencils now.
Oh, yes, they are gorgeous. They are really pretty. So that was one layer of reasonably heavy petal pink, a light layer of Calypso Coral, and then a heavy layer of Calypso Coral. So now, Dana, I've pulled in some other stamp sets. I hope that's okay.
That's perfectly fine. Yeah, absolutely.
These ones are also on the going out list. And I don't know what I'm going to do because they are taking away 2 of my favourite things. So I love the Hoping You Have Ever from Countryside Birdhouse and the Happy. Now I have to find more. I have to find another face. Do that to me all the time.
This retired list is really hurting my heart. There's a lot of really nice stuff.
I don't think I'm going to have too much left over. So, so my question is, what I want to do is, and we'll choose a color for this when I've got everything else done, because that'll make a difference with what we do. So I do want to die cut that and pop that over the top, but we will wait to come back. So I'll just leave that there so you've got an idea. I thought that they lined up, but they...
Michelle says we have to find new faves. That's absolutely right.
So my question is, do I do corners, flowers in the corners with my sentiment running through the middle, or should I do a little cluster of something in the bottom, and that could either be the bunch of flowers and like in the teapot, or a bunch of flowers in the tin can, or on the what do you call it, the stool. So do I do a cluster in each corner, or do I do one thing in the bottom corner?
That's a good question.
Sherry said that she used to watch Romper Room and her name was never picked either. I know that woman. She didn't pick any of us who had unusual names.
Well, I feel you. I never knew any other Danas until I was already an adult. Literally not one ever in my entire life. And then when I became an adult, I met like 5 or 6 of them. And I went, where are you people from?
Yeah, I'm thanks to the internet, I'm finding more Alisas, but oh, it's very interesting. Okay, so I've got 2 for a bottom corner. Okay, so I'm definitely going to do this flower here. So the other question is, what do I put my flower into? Bearing in mind it is
a cluster in the bottom corner.
Bearing in mind that the stamp is actually bigger than the image, so it will be quite substantial. So maybe the teapot or the stool. How about I give you those choices. Let's say some scrap. I've got a little bag of cardstock here. Will it fit? Not quite.
You know, the only downside to using these masks for a background is that the spots that are open are considerably smaller than a 5 1/4 by 4 inch. So it's just a matter of shifting them around a little bit and realigning the parts that have already been colored. So if you see me shifting the mask, that's what I'm doing. I'm just lining it up so that it covers all of the areas.
Okay, so I've got a stool. All right, and then I am going to get that out of the way at the moment, actually. Will my stool fit on that piece of card? Maybe.
There we go. I lost it for a second.
Okay, get both of them on there. Perfect.
Yeah. All right, so then I've got this for the background. I love the way that it looks, that really pretty pattern. And then I think I'm going to distress mine a bit too. So if you've not done any kind of distressing on your papers, first of all, I'm going to lay a piece of cardstock underneath here because the silicone mat is great for a lot of things, but it also will hold on to every single scrap of paper. So I take the edge of my snips and I'm just brushing it along the side of my layer there, and I think you can see it's given some texture. Yeah. Are you able to see that okay? All right, so I'm just going to go all the way around my edges here. And you can do as much of this or as little. It's entirely up to you how much you'd like to do. So, Miss Alisa, let me ask you a question, darling.
Yeah.
What is your favorite of the 23-25 in colors, the ones that are leaving?
Oh.
Is it Pebbled Path?
It's hard because it depends on what I'm playing with. Like I'll go through moments where I'll use a lot of boho blue. And then, like, I absolutely love Moody Mauve, and I hadn't used it for so long, so I did pull that out the other day and use it. And I used Pebble Path. I made Pebble Path the other day, and I had grey granite. Oh, I didn't get one. But I did Pebble Path and grey granite with the yellow. That looked nice. And then I also did Pebbled Path with and grey granite with pinks, and that looked really well. So I don't know. I don't know that I'm all sad about the wild wheat. And what's the other color? Obviously not that one.
Copper clay.
Which one?
Copper clay.
Well, I don't even think I've used that one. So
oh no.
I'm obviously not sad about.
Oh, Brenda says hers is a tie between Wild Wheat and Pebbled Path. And Michelle is definitely going to miss Boho Blue and Wild Wheat. Yeah, they're so beautiful. I actually really, really loved this collection of colors because I really liked that softer, more neutral, more, I don't know, just really lovely colors.
I think they all play their part with all the bright colors as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so I'm going to use this layer for the inside of my card just to bring in some of that color inside there. And now I think we need to decide something. So how about if we decide, I'd like to do one of these little lattice pieces on here. And I think something to this effect here. So should I do a, let's see, should I do a Pebbled Path piece, or I could bring in, let's see, no, Pebbled Path, or, oh, actually, let's see. I have a color over here that would be pretty, or a soft sea foam added in there. That would be pretty. So are we going to make the trellis a Pebbled Path color, or are we going to bring in a little hint of soft sea foam? Okay, so this is going to be, right? I know. So this is going to be for the trellis, okay? So right there, we'll either do one of these here. Brenda suggests basic beige. That would be a good one to use as well.
Would be. Or even the grey granite.
Yes, actually, even the grey granite. Okay. Oh, Brenda's saying soft sea foam. Yeah, the soft sea foam really is very pretty.
It is pretty with it. Okay, so I need to colour my stool. I've got Calypso Coral, Summer Splash, Daffodil Delight, or Petal Pink. I think Petal Pink might be too light. So how about I say either Summer Splash or Calypso Coral.
Ooh, good color choices.
You've got two sea foams. I'll hold that up again. So am I going to have too much? Calypso Coral, Summer Splash. Michelle says Summer Splash. Summer Splash, 2 for Summer Splash. Okay. And shouldn't take me too long. Already a lot of pink tone? Yeah, I'm feeling that way.
Mm-hmm.
Now. Brenda said she'd also like to point out that she should be fixing dinner. I love that, fixing dinner. I've opted to fun here with us. Well, we appreciate it.
Absolutely.
We're like, oh, I've got to make dinner or cook dinner where it's like fixing to have, but just.
I love it.
I think I've ever done
dinner anyway.
I don't think I've done a bunch of flowers sitting on a stool before.
Oh, nice.
Normally it's I've put in the pot or something, so this will be different. I guess you can have a bunch of flowers sitting on a stool.
Yeah, sure. Oh, yeah, that's pretty. All right, let me put this on. Maybe I'll wait for that just a minute. Brenda says she loves that we have different sayings.
Yeah.
Brenda, ask her to explain what dadgy means.
What daggy?
Daggy, right?
Daggy. It is
Daggy.
so daggy.
I love it. I will never get over that word. It is my new favorite word.
You're going to have to use it a lot so that all your friends go, what the heck is she talking about?
I know. I just love it. It's so fun.
When you can be a dag or something can be daggy.
Oh, okay. Now use dag in what would that be describing? Like somebody who's
like, you're like, oh man, you're a dag. Like,
oh, Michelle says it too. You're a dag. What does that mean?
It means, I don't know, what does it mean, Aussie girl? Like, I don't know, it's either like you dress daggy or you just a dag, like, you know, oh man, you're a dag. Like, it's like, I don't know.
So it's not a compliment at all.
Hey, but it can be. It's like
So it's kind of one of those little terms of endearment that you might pick on your friends with. You're a dag.
I'll have to actually go and look up the actual. I think I can use my mini one for this. Okay, so while I am die cutting these, I need to also pick out what colour trellis I am going to have. So maybe I should cut them out first. Well, here's what we're going to do. Either I pick out a coloured trellis or I just do a white trellis. So, no, right, I'll put these on the floor.
Michelle says dress bad and like you're crazy.
Yeah.
You're a dag. Okay.
You know, so you know those people who go to Walmart in their pajamas, they're probably a bit daggy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. Brenda, are you asking the word that we had said, or are you giving us another word to gossip about? What dowdy?
Yeah, dowdy, possibly, but or it could just be like on the older side. You know, something's gotten a bit older and worn out, and it's a little bit daggy. And
yeah. So we talked about this in Mexico, right? We were talking about the similarity between daggy and like our dingy, or how we would use dingy.
Because then we have bogan, which is probably like your rednecks.
Ah, okay.
Like, you know, that's your mannerisms, the way you speak, and you know, people from certain areas tend to be a little bit more bogan than others. You know.
Michelle says, oh yeah, okay, yeah. Brenda's got it there. She says an unfashionable person, someone lacking style or character, socially awkward or nerdy. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Michelle.
But Michelle says, for the Australian New Zealand, a lock of wool matted with dung. hanging from the hindquarters of a sheep. Okay, an entertainingly eccentric person. Okay, yeah. A character. Your father must have been a bit of a dag. I got it. Okay. Australian, a staid or socially inept person. Yeah, no, that goes back to what Brenda had found. Yeah, an untidy or dirty looking person. Let's see. Third person, present, dags, past tense, dagged. Okay, that's wonderful. We failed to have the use dagged. Okay, so in that case, having their dirty bits snipped, right?
So they don't get plain.
Y'all didn't know you were going to learn some vocabulary words while you were here. Oh, look what my glue just did. It just puked all over. Ew. Ew, ew.
Okay, so I'll bring my card up to what I have so far, and let's see whether we want to go with, I'm thinking Calypso Coral or White. Oh. Bearing in mind, they don't actually, so it'll probably give a really different look. So,
oh, yeah. Brenda's loving the vocabulary lesson too.
The goal is you every day. Didn't expect this. So, okay, so am I going with Calypso Coral or White, or I could do Petal Pink?
Ooh.
So I've got Petal. I've got a bit of White.
My glue has decided to explode.
I have to get up and get some Calypso Coral. Let me just grab, oh my God, my knee. Let me just grab a bit of Calypso Coral. Oops, not changing code. Is that piece going to be big enough? Yes, so.
Oh, you've got a white and a Calypso.
And a Calypso. So that'll be Calypso. So just imagine, and don't forget that these don't actually line up. So it'll be showing weird patterns. So, but Calypso or White or pink. So I've got one of each so far.
Okay, so the choices are white or Calypso Coral or Petal Pink, right?
That sounds.
I have made a mess with my glue. It spit all over me. Ugh, I hate it when that happens.
Well, me too.
Ugh. There we go. I think I got it. Okay, well, I'll be your tiebreaker. I say white because white is like a traditional trellis. Yeah.
White it is, and I also have to do a sentiment, so that can be a bit coloured as well. Oh, now I've got a Perry Pink. Sorry.
Oh, there, Sherry says white also, so there we go.
White it is.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is what I did yesterday, and I actually used, and I'm going to have to buy myself another pack. Oh my gosh, I've nearly finally gone through a whole pack of adhesive, foam adhesive. I never use this stuff because I always forget.
Mm-hmm.
But I did use it yesterday, and look at that. I have got that much left. Go me.
Nice. Okay, friends, I think that we should maybe consider doing some of the die cut vine or sprigs. And I'm really trying to use the dies in this set because, gosh, they're just really cool. I love them. So you've got two different flower shapes there. And then I don't know if you guys know this, some of you probably do, but this little stitched oval here actually fits perfectly. And I do have it with the Storybook Friends frame die here. So this beautiful ornate frame in the Storybook Friends dies, this oval actually fits over it perfectly. So you can use this as a layer for this frame. So the frame will cut out and it'll leave a hole here, but you can cut this oval shape and it's just slightly bigger than the hole. So it fits just, like a glove. It's beautiful. Which is actually what prompted me to buy this set in the first place. I'm not going to lie to you. I bought the Storybook Friends bundle. I absolutely loved it. You and I had talked about this earlier about the, kind of nostalgic feeling of the Beatrix Potter and Benjamin Bunny and all that. And so I had got this bundle, and then I had seen somewhere on Facebook, I'm sure, that someone had mentioned that oval die fit. And I was like, oh, well, I have to have that one now too. So I got it and I had been looking at it. I mean, it's really pretty anyway. And then I absolutely had the best time with the dies. They're wonderful. Did it stick to your plate?
Yeah. That was an effort and a half, I tell you that.
Okay, friends. So here's my next question. We can either do the sprigs in Pebbled Path for a kind of contemporary look to stay with the color scheme, or we can do them in Mossy Meadow and have a really nice green for the sprigs. So, are we going to do the sprigs in Mossy Meadow or Pebbled Path? All right, comment and let me know. Brenda. She's working it, girl, working it. I love it.
And even though it sort of depresses a little bit, it's hard work getting that through with that thickness. And I thought it might be easier for me to punch these out. I don't know whether I want to keep them and try and put them into something, whether to just throw them out. I don't know.
Yeah, I have mine sitting on the table beside me as well because I thought maybe, I don't know. It's amazing that we do that, right? Like, what are we going to do with all these little squares and triangles? But they're very neat.
I know, and because they've all got, mind you, they're all messed up, so trying to get them back into some sort of, orderly fashion would be, I suppose you could do it. They've all got foam mount on them, so they're a pretty cool effect.
They are.
Like if you had a different coloured trestle and then popped all these little white ones back in the place and had sitting down, and all these little bits would be poked up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Right, you've got a clear cut for Mossy Meadow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, lucky for me. No waiting around on that one.
Yeah, a mosaic look. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I will not put them on my scrap pile just yet. I'll just push them off the edge of my mat. How about that? Okay. Yay. Come back, you pokey tool list. Oh, you have big.
I just dropped that one.
All right.
Oh, no, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. I thought it went across the floor.
I found some extra bits to poke out.
So here's my little tip for detailed dies. So you can use your pokey tool, and I do, but sometimes, especially if it's just kind of like a one little thing or two little thing, and I'm lazy and don't want to go get my pokey tool, I will take the die with the die cut still in it, and with the die cut pointed up, hold on to one end of the die and give it a little flick at the table, and it will raise up the end so that I can pull the die cut out.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice little tip.
Yeah. And it's fun to do.
that bugs me. It really bugs me.
Yeah, I see why, because you're adding all that texture on the inside of that too, huh?
Yeah.
What if you put a solid panel behind it?
I might have to do that, I think, because that bugs me. Okay, now what color panel am I going to put behind it? Jiminy,
What about the, oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. Or maybe, is it Lost Lagoon? No, it's Summer Splash that you're using.
Splash, although I have got.
Oh yeah, you've got your stool. Yeah, that's cute. That definitely shows it better. That petal pink behind there is really nice. Yeah.
The petal pink behind, or
Brenda's on it. She's already like, yep, petal pink is good. Yeah, that's pretty bold and in your face, isn't it?
Calypso Coral. All these things to test you. Oh, I just had an idea too. Or maybe it might be too much texture. I was thinking I could emboss that panel as well. Okay, got one for petal pink. I need to cut a different size.
Oh yeah, looks like petal pink wins, girl.
Be a win, right? Emboss it with the painted plaster embossing folder. Or is that going to be too much texture going on? Oh, Brenda goes, now I've seen the Calypso Coral. She likes that.
She all changing her mind up in here.
I'm going to do it a little bit over the top. I'm glad I didn't pull that backing off, because I would have been a little bit upset if I'd done that. Wrong one.
Good morning, Miss Wendy. Oh yeah, I think that petal pink's a good one.
So I'm just trying to work out 4 and, oh my gosh, 4 and, folder would be 2, oops, I was going to put my ruler on the floor. Let me grab the folder and I'll show you what it looks like.
Wendy says she thinks the folder pattern might be too big. But you're doing the, what is that texture? Oh, yeah.
Painted. So it would be, oh, it just sort of gives like a roughed up stone
Oh,
type of look, like a
okay.
plastered wall. I might try it. I'm going to try it. I'm not waiting around. Sorry, guys.
I mean, worst case scenario, you can cut another piece of petal pink. It's no big deal. I think that you'll like it.
So maybe it's like, you know, you're outside and you've got a stone wall and then you've got your trestle up it and you've got your little garden stool.
Mm-hmm.
Set in a scenario.
Yeah. Oh, they're liking it now.
Excellent.
I'm having a moment trying to get my little sprigs to lay out how I thought I liked them, but I don't know if they're doing what I want them to do.
And for you, there we go. So there's what the folder looks like.
Maybe that.
And then,
Oh yeah, look at that.
under there. Right. Wow, she stands up off my card.
All right, I think I've got the sprigs going there. Now I want to put some flowers on, and I need to know if we're doing the pointed petal flowers or if we're doing the rounded petal flowers. So you guys let me know. And what I think we should do is maybe cut a few of them out and just layer them onto the little vines there. And then I'll put a little sentiment over here, right? So what do you think? Are we doing the pointed petals or the rounded petals? I could totally do a mixture of both. Your girls are so good with the detail. They're like, yes, both, please. I love it. Okay, yeah. Let's see how that looks. And you know what? We could even, let me see here. What if we did some of them in, Pretty in Pink is really not as good on Moody Mauve as Petal Pink is. So let me see.
Okay, well, I've got my sentiment here, and I've got, where are they? I'm thinking hello is pretty big, which would cover up a lot of that stuff. So I'm thinking either celebrate, might be a birthday one, or just because. So let me know, celebrate or just because.
Now, as soon as I mentioned about Petal Pink and Pretty in Pink, I'm looking at it going, I'm not sure if I like Petal Pink would be pretty. Moody Mauve is one of those colors that has just enough pink and just enough purple that you could probably go kind of either way. What about Bubble Bath? Bubble Bath and Moody Mauve look really nice together. Or Petal Pink and Moody Mauve look really nice together. Okay, I think there's another this or that here. All right, guys, are we doing Bubble Bath or Petal Pink for our flowers? And I don't think that we can mix the two. I think we'll have to do something different. Maybe some Moody Mauve flowers and whatever the other one you choose. So Bubble Bath or Petal Pink. Petal Pink is the skinny one here, and Bubble Bath looks a little more purple in the screen. All right. Oh, looks like Bubble Bath is going to be the winner there. Yep. Okay. All right then. Bubble Bath. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I am using the Thoughtful Moments Hybrid embossing folder because it's another one that I've only used twice now. So this one
yes.
there. So if you're looking for some different sentiments, this one's cool. So I don't know if you've seen these before, but you ink up one side to give you an outline, and then you pop the die into it, into the logo side, and it stays there. And then you can put your card on, fold it over. And
yes.
I'm going to do, but you need to put a little bit of ink on that area.
I really like when they have the flower dies that have more than one flower in the one die.
Oh, wait.
I wish they would do that more often.
Being a folder, I need folder plates, don't I?
There we go. I just really like being able to do, see how easy those pop out? 4 flowers at the same time, 2 flowers at the same time even. Now, don't prove me wrong. There we go. Okay. So we got those, and we got those. And then I will also, let's see if this one can fit. Yes. How are we doing over there, Miss Alisa? We good?
I am good. I'm getting a nice little pile of washing up that I need to do. Also, ink stained tools and die cuts and embossing folders. All right, now I'm going to hope that my eyes have been kind to me because I want to colour this in with.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat trick, Brenda. Brenda's loving the flicking the dies on the table trick.
I'm going to have to remember that.
Yeah. It doesn't always work. I mean, it doesn't always work, but it usually works when it comes to, especially a longer die, you know, a bigger die. If you can have more flicking space, it works really well. And usually you have to kind of, I don't know about you, but when I use my dies and they run through the machine many, many times, they start kind of bowing a little bit in the middle. And yeah. So when you're flicking it back the other way, it's actually flattening it back out too. So it's a twofold.
Okay, so I am colouring this. I've done dark on the bottom and I've left a little bit of white at the top. So, and that way I'm going to come in with my light one and just give that a bit of an ombre look. I think I'm nearly ready to start assembling.
Ooh, that's good.
Thanks, Brenda. So, Dana.
Ma'am.
You do your Thursday Think Spots every Thursday.
Yes, ma'am.
Night, Friday morning for me. Sometimes I get to catch you, but usually I'm having a shower or something. But when I'm having a lazy Friday morning, I can join you. Sometimes I get a little bit, oh, it's Friday, I'm tired.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Just because, and that'll, oh, that's so sweet.
Oh, that's pretty. Very nice.
So I'm joining you this time. How often are you going to be having guests come join you? Because I think that's pretty exciting.
Yeah. So I'm working on it. I actually have several other special guests that are going to be coming in. And huh?
I said, I hope I wasn't spilling beans.
No, not at all. No. Let's see here. I left my paper up at my computer, so I'm not even going to lie to you or try to tell you the order of the lineup, but I will tell you that there will be another guest speaker next week, and there will be one the week after that. And look what I did! I put my finger in it. This glue has never exploded like that before, but it was huge, and I just stuck my finger in it. Anyway, so yeah, there's going to be another special guest on next Thursday evening, 7 p.m. Eastern time, or what was it, 10 a.m.? I guess it'll be 11. No, it'll be 9 a.m. for you next time, right?
Oh, yeah.
Next week?
It'll be 8:30 for me, I think.
Oh. So
where is your guest an international guest, or are they secrets?
Secrets. It is going to be so much fun. I have really debated back and forth how much I want to share and how much I want to keep a surprise.
Okay. Want a surprise then? Ooh.
Right? I mean, so much fun. But do what?
We'll have to tune in to see who joins you next.
That's right. That's right. So, Miss Alisa, now you go live also every week, right?
On a Thursday morning, my time.
So that would be a Wednesday evening, my time.
And I go live. We started at 9:30 my time, which is
would be probably 6:30 my time.
Right. And so
like an hour before we started today, right?
Yes. So
okay, so 6 p.m. Eastern is when you go live.
Hang
on Eastern time.
Live at 10 a.m. my time. We started today half an hour earlier than what I normally do my regular.
Okay. So about 6:30 p.m. Eastern time then. Going through all of the time zone thingies is so difficult. And especially when you add in right about this time where we did the daylight savings time change 2 weeks ago, and you guys are just getting ready to do it this weekend, right?
Right. We go.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm back an hour. Oh, hang on. Okay. Question time. Up the top or
that's a good question.
Up the top or down the bottom?
That's a good question.
Still got some bling to put on too. Okay. That was just wait a minute.
Yes. Okay, while you guys are deciding that, I'm going to grab these flowers and my Pierce mat, and I want to give these flowers some dimension because they're flat, they're boring. We're going to add a little bit of dimension to them, so I'm going to grab my pokey tool. I think I'm going to grab my pokey tool. Oh, it's still packed. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Okay, I've got 2 for the top. Oh, wait, moment because I do know that there is a little bit of a lag. Top.
Oh my goodness. That cough. Boy.
Yeah. Popped it big time, didn't we?
You know what? It's crazy. I said I had come home from on stage with flu type A, and that lasted for about a week. And man, that really worked me over. I don't know that I can't even remember the last time I was that sick. And then this cough has just continued, and my word. Okay, folks, if you do not know what the Take Your Pick tool is, it is only the greatest thing ever created since sliced bread. It is probably one of my most essential tools in the entire Stampin' Studio. I really love this thing. So you have your pokey end, which is really good for poking dies out of or die cuts out of dies. It's good for piercing paper. It's good for picking up embellishments if you like to pick them off the sheet that way. Or you can flip it over and there's this little paddle piece that you can also use to slide up underneath embellishments. So people kind of do different ways. And then you have this other tool attachment that has a small and a larger stylus ball on the end. And this is what we're going to use for our flowers. So we're going to use that bigger stylus ball. And what I'm going to do, I've got it on my Pierce mat here, and I'm going to start in the center with small circular motions and just kind of work my way out each of the petals and just kind of rounding it up as it goes. And you'll be able to see pretty quickly here what it's going to look like. Now with this one, it's a little bit harder because it's got that hole in the center. So try to stay out of the hole. And you can see as I'm going around, it's curling the petals up a bit. And then I can go off into each of the petals and really curl them up.
And how much pressure do you put on? Like, are you putting a fair amount of pressure, or does it take not much at all?
I'm actually putting a fair amount of pressure. You'll know when you start working it if the light amount of pressure isn't doing anything, just kind of gradually build it up until it starts to curl the paper. So then it ends up looking like this. So you've got a nice little curve to the flower, and it looks so much better and more realistic than the little flat one. So, yeah, it's really nice. And it's a fun thing to do too.
I'm thinking silver. I've got some of these champagne colored ones, but I think they're too on the goldy side. They're not, they need to be more of a pink tone, but they're not. They're a bit more yellow. So I think use the big old druzy ones. I finished all the sparkle gems. They've got the silver ones in there as well that sparkle very similar to these, but I used them all up yesterday.
Do you have any pearls?
I do, but I sort of...
Is it a little bit...
I think pearls or sparkle. Do you want to see the card I did yesterday? I put sparkle on them yesterday. That's got all the sparkle.
Oh yeah, that's pretty. I really like how you use that. Is that the arches?
Yeah. So I sort of wanted to keep a similar theme. So I like cards all the same color.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
But he knows that there's a collection of cards all the same color.
I love it.
So am I going to do sparkles or should I do pearls? I've got, I have iridescent pearls in my other container. Or pearls. Iridescent pearls or sparkles? Yep. It's tricky because the pearls would be pretty with it too, but I think the sparkles would just like pop.
You got a little pop to them.
Got one for sparkles.
One would argue that bling is always a good thing.
Bling is always a good thing. It is. A little bit longer.
Yeah, you got a couple for sparkles.
The sparkles now. Sparkles the itch. Okay. Oh. And then I do believe these are big sparkles too. So what I'm going to do, might pop one. They're huge. And if you try and press them down with your finger, you get little indentations on your finger because they are a little bit on the lumpy side too.
Mm-hmm.
But they are so pretty. They're druzy, which I actually had to go and look up. What is druzy? I'm going to have to find a card that I can use these Goldie Tones ones on, because I'm running out of my silvers.
I find myself being a little bit of a collector when it comes to the bling.
Yeah, 1, 2. I always try and go in a triangle fashion, but it's not. I want it up here. 1, 2, there's a triangle, but it's just been, that's too close to my sentiment. I get a little bit fussy with placement.
Oh, yes. How many times in one project do you shift them around to other places?
I know, and sometimes they go down really easy, and then other times when you've got little bits and pieces in the way, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
You're in my way. Because
Yep.
I really want it up here. Maybe I'll just stick it up here. I know that's a bit odd, but does that look odd? Does that look odd? It looks a bit odd up there on its own, doesn't it? Maybe I'll get off. Maybe I'll just stick it down here. Because I don't want it off there either. Just too far. Okay, I'm just going to double these guys. Normally, if I do a 2 close together, I like to do a small one and a big one, but I don't have any small ones left. So I'll just do 2 big ones. Better. Okay, stop looking at it. I'm sure whoever receives it will be very happy with it, and they won't go, look, she got her embellishment.
Not likely.
I'm sure they would be happy to receive a handmade card.
Absolutely.
So there we go. I'm done.
You're finished, all done. That's wonderful. I'm not yet. Here, let me go ahead and spotlight you, though, so they can see it better. There you go. Oh, that is beautiful.
So I put Stella in the center of the flowers as well, and I also painted Wink of Stella on the sentiment. So that's turned out very good. Everyone, it's not what I had envisioned in my mind, but I love it as well. So,
but the process is amazing, isn't it?
Yes. No, they won't have any idea whatsoever.
That's right. That's right. Okay, let's put that back. There we go. Okay, girls, I have a question for you.
You want to make you want to make your screen bigger if I'm done?
Yeah, sure. Here we go. Okay, so I've got 5 of the flowers. Remember, you really want to kind of keep the rule of odds when it comes to putting things on. So I do have the 5 little flowers there, but I have some of these also, and I didn't put the other style in yet. So I can put some of those on as well, or I can leave them off, or what do you think? I actually really kind of like that. That looks pretty. What do you think, guys? Shall we leave just the light colored flowers, or do we like the two different types there?
That's pretty too.
It is pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like.
You like them on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I do too. All right, let me go ahead and glue these down. And here's another thing that I do. I don't know if you do this as well, Lisa, but I put them on and it looks absolutely fabulous. And then when I take them off so that I can glue them on, I never get them back how I liked them.
Do you know what you can do? If you're not obviously filming with your phone, take a
I'll
photo.
take a picture.
And then you can work your way back to getting it. Because I do the same as well. Or either that, or if you can, which is a bit tricky because of the lattice going on, is that I'll put my hand on it and I'll slide it all off.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
Try and get them in their same position as they slide off, but doesn't always. Oh,
yes.
Brett wants to be fed, so she's got to run.
Do what? I missed that. What'd you say, darling?
Brenda's husband needs feeding, so he has to run off.
All right, darling. Have a wonderful evening. Thanks for joining us. Matthew is still at his fire meeting right now, so I have some time. I fed him before he left, so he should be good. But now my glue doesn't want to come out at all. What is up with that? There we go.
And my hubby has gone up the road a little bit to do a job, so he'll be gone for the day.
Will he have a long day today?
I don't know. I think it depends on. I think he's got 3 jobs. The next town away is about 45 minutes away from us, so I think he has gone up there to do some work.
Gotcha. I got you. Now, what kind of work does he do?
Oh gosh, he is a fitter and turner by trade. So years ago he used to work in the shipbuilding industry.
Oh, nice.
And then that was in Adelaide in the city. And then he came back and he worked for a fishing company here, maintaining their fleet of ships. And then I don't know how many years ago now, he actually went out on his own. And so he still does maintenance on ships, boats, a fishing town, as needed. But he also does a lot of servicing of equipment at hospitals and schools and prisons and.
Oh, nice.
Like all their air compressors and machinery and tools and that sort of thing. So, and then he also works for a lot of grain as well. So works for the where the silos are all held, like on the ports, and he also does shutdown maintenance work for them as well. So
very cool.
Lots of things to keep him busy now.
Right. That's good. It's always good when they can stay busy with things, especially when it's things they can enjoy.
Yeah.
See, what did I tell you about those pieces? They would go wherever. Goodness gracious, why? Listen, it did really well a minute ago, didn't it? It was just right there and then boom. Okay, look, stop it. Go.
Zigzag and that's it. Perfect.
There we go. How's that? A little better? Nope, stop.
In nature, do they go, hey, you're the wrong color to be sitting next to me?
Right. I think not. I think not.
Is that Mean Girls? On Wednesdays we only wear pink. You can't sit with us.
Oh my goodness, that's so funny. Well, they are pink-ish. I'm glad that my glue stopped puking everywhere. That's a nice thing. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I have a hard time with the liquid glue.
Oh man. I do okay with it. I mean, I like it for little things like this. But man, that was crazy. It was just going everywhere. I might have lost like a fourth of the bottle just from that crazy thing.
Oh.
So, Alisa, some
Yeah,
of my folks really like hearing about Onstage, and you went to Onstage in Sydney, right?
Brisbane.
Oh, it was in Brisbane. That's right. You want to tell us about it? What kind of cool stuff did you find?
I don't know. I lost my voice from talking too much. Got overtired because I stayed up way too late than what I normally do. Had a blast with my team. I really enjoyed all the presentations, and of course on the stamping nights. Do you think I made anything? No.
Oh, yeah. I spent too much time visiting to be doing anything really.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I would say it's probably the same there as it was up here. It was really loud and kind of chaotic, so I don't really do well
No.
crafting like that, you know?
And you have such a small space to be working with as well. And a lot of the stuff you have to keep on your lap because there's nowhere to. So in the end, I just go, you know what? I'll make them when I go home. And I never do. So.
Right, exactly. Exactly. That is exactly right. Okay, folks. Well, I have two choices for you. How about enjoy or just a note for our sentiment? And I think it'll probably go somewhere about here, and that would be very nice. So, what do you guys think? Enjoy, or actually, I guess we could do so happy for you as well. I really like this font, so maybe we do these ones. Enjoy or so happy for you. What do you think? And while you're thinking about that, I'm going to grab some cardstock. I think. Grab a piece of cardstock. Thank you so much, Miss Wendy. She says that's a lovely card. Thank you. Okay, what do we think, guys? So happy for you or enjoy?
Enjoy. You can.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Enjoy. Yeah, I'm thinking enjoy would be a really good one because then it's more open for all the things. Yeah. Okay.
Now,
All right. Let me grab.
you have to fussy cut them if you want them in a shape, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only downside. And actually, you had pulled those, the, what is it called again? Thoughtful wishes?
Oh, this one. Thoughtful moments.
Thoughtful moments. That's it. It's a really, really neat set.
You know,
I love it.
The other thing that I did crack open the other day, which I haven't, I've got, because we actually got one given to us, is the greetings for all.
Oh yeah, the ephemera.
Ephemera, that's the word.
Oh, actually.
2 sheets of the black, white on black, and then you get 2 sheets of white ones, and they've all got different sentiments on there. So, and they're all cut ready for you. Just pop them out. So they are really cool as well.
Yeah, they are neat. Okay. Where is? Oh, yeah.
Christmas sometimes.
All right, folks. No, I don't want to do that one. Last vote thing here, I think. Moody Mauve or Pebbled Path for the sentiment?
I know my request.
I agree with you, darling. That's what I'm hoping for also. So are we doing Moody Mauve or are we doing Pebbled Path for our enjoy sentiment? I love it. So we'll go something to that effect there. And yeah, what do we think, folks? I think we're winding them down.
I think so. Yep, there we go.
Yep. She understood the assignment, didn't she? All right, Pebbled Path. Okay. Tap, 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 not smush, 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 right?
Tappity tap tap and not thump thump thump.
Oh, I like that. Yes, I like that. All right, I want to see if by chance, oh, I'm out of the screen. I want to see if by chance I might be able to finagle this. I feel like I'm not sure if I've used that stamp before. I thought I had, but sometimes if you have a photopolymer stamp that kind of looks splotchy, if you take a scrap piece of paper and ink it up and then just wiggle it back and forth on there, you're kind of rubbing it, and it will help rub off any of that kind of film that's left over from production, right? All right, let me try that again. And actually, I'm just going to try my luck at stamping over the top of it. Oh, that was much better. But if it doesn't work, I've got some white left over here. Okay, let's see how good it goes. I might have to bring it down just a little bit, though.
You can see exactly.
Okay, excuse me, folks. There we go. All right. Is my head in the way?
No, you're good.
There. All right, here we go.
Good,
yay! Yay! Sometimes it's good like that. I love it. Okay, now I'm not going to trim this really tight. I'm going to trim just kind of loosely around it. So let me just bring this off. And excuse me, I find that it's much better for you to turn the paper and not your snips, right? So you get kind of a cleaner cut when you do that. And I will tell you, I'm not really a fussy cutter type of person generally. I don't mind, but it's not my favorite thing. But I have one of my girls in one of my classes. She is incredible. She's just like zip, 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 and it's done. And it's just amazing and it looks beautiful. I don't know how she does it. I take just a little bit more time with it and then straighten it up if I need to. But I think that's not too bad. Let me just a little bit there. There we go. Okay, that's pretty good. Get off me, please. Thank you. Okay, I think that will be all right. And then some dimensionals, right? And I think also maybe some linen thread. You got a serious face going on, girl.
I made my card yesterday. cut all my arches out, and I had all these leftovers, and I just started piling them up on top of each other to discard. And then I thought, no, that was stupid. I could have made another card, but had rectangles instead of.
Yeah.
And so, but I'd lumped them all together, and I thought, I won't throw them away. I'll see whether I can pull them apart. But unfortunately, that foam adhesive is really sticky, and it's torn.
Oh no.
I was going to see whether I can salvage them, but I don't think I can. So,
but maybe not, huh?
That idea. So,
okay, there we go. I like that.
I'll just do that.
I understand, love. Okay, I'm taking just a little bit of thread. There's, I don't know, maybe 18, 20 inches worth. And I'm putting a little bit of my Stampin' Seal there, turning it just a little bit here. And then I'm going to put my Enjoy right there, I think, over the top of it. Now, I didn't put a dimensional in the middle because I anticipated going over the top of that. But I think I'm going to have to put my dimensional just kind of on either side of it because otherwise the center might sag. So I'm going to cut it in half. And I'm just going to lay the dimensional on either side like that. And that way, when I put it on, it's covered up, it's sandwiching the thread, and it's not going to have too much bulk there in the middle. All right. And then I think that this card could use just a little bit of clear rhinestones on the flowers. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, that'd be pretty.
I know. Oh, there they are. I was going to say, I know I've got a package of those things open because I keep those around all the time. All right, here we go. All right.
Oh, the yawnies.
Huh? The yawnies? Oh. It's too early for you to be doing that.
No, oh no, if it had a big couple, normally I don't craft in the evenings, and Tuesday night and Wednesday night it was big crafting. A friend and I in Australia, we do a demo retreat, and we did a live one before on stage at Brisbane this year. And nice. For those who couldn't make it, we also did a little virtual one. So we were up late crafting on Tuesday and Wednesday night, and of course getting up when my alarm goes off at 6:30 in the morning is not real nice.
Oh no. All right, there we go. All right, there it is.
Pretty.
Yeah. All right, Miss Alisa, let's see here. Let me bring it back up and let's see yours too. Beautiful. Look at how totally different they are from using the same products. It's amazing, isn't it?
Cool. I love it.
I do too. It's so good.
Color always sets the tone of how things are going to turn out. I think.
Right?
Yeah.
So you had fun?
I've had a great time. So everyone else has had a great time. Hopefully everyone else is still with us.
Yes. I love it. Well, thank you everybody so much for hanging out with us this evening and for helping us to create two fabulous projects. I had a great time. I know you guys probably did as well. I hope you did, and Miss Alisa did. And so thank you all so very much. Make sure that if you want any of those products, we used a lot of last chance products. So make sure you get your orders put in soon if you want them. And otherwise, we'll see you guys later, right?
All right. Dana's guest is going to be next week. So
that's right. That's right. I love it. Oh, Michelle is getting ready for her live too. Very nice.
Perfect.
I love it. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming. And thank you, Alisa, for being our guest on the show. I absolutely love it. Thank you. All right, guys. Bye.